Hi guys, this is Jeff at Slaylands Racing. This video is about the SXS Burley handguard shields or hand shields with the beefy mounting system. So I just started using these about 3 months ago. Tom Webb at Dirt Bike Magazine turned me on to these. He's a big fan of them. And I've always used full wraparound handguards. And these are what's, I guess they're called a flag style. So they don't have the aluminum bar that comes all the way around out here to the end of the handlebar. So it's open-ended. And you know, when very first ride on these, they felt weird. And I was so used to having, you know, my hand pushing or leaning against kind of that handguard that was right there, that it just felt weird to be open. But it didn't take long to get used to that, and now I don't even think about it. I also use these G-Rip handlebar ends, which I think are a big plus for a number of reasons. I've got a separate video on those. But what I really like about these handguards, well, let me back up, sorry. What I don't like about the full wraparound style handguards is I've 3 times over the last few years I've damaged my hand. And it's kept me from riding for about a month. And I don't like losing a month's worth of riding during riding season. So I've been looking for an alternative. And what happens is sometimes, you know, it can be even a fairly simple crash where you just lay it down and your hand from, you know, during the crash comes off the bar and goes forward and bangs into that aluminum guard that would be sitting right here. And usually mine seems to get like this to where the top of my hand, the metatarsal bones, bang against that aluminum guard and just make my hand swell up gigantic, like it's broken, but it's not. It's just extremely traumatized, and I can't even ride. So I've been looking, like I said, I've been trying to find a solution to that. And what I like about these is that bar is not there, obviously. And then these have some flex to them. I mean, they're not real flexible like most flag style handguards, which is what I like, because regular flag handguards, the flag part, you know, the shield folds back into your hand whenever you hit a tree or an obstacle and just crushes your hand anyhow. To me, they only work in kind of light duty situations. And I ride extreme stuff all the time. We're always banging into stuff. You know, the trees are tight or the boulders. I mean, sometimes we're riding through boulders the size of trucks, you know, so need a lot of protection. And although I'm not positive this is going to fix my problem of bruising, you know, bashing my hand real bad, but I think it will because these do have flex. The other thing I like about them is, you know, when you've got that full wraparound guard, that's a really solid connection here to your handlebar. And you just get a little too close to a tree. I mean, I'm not talking about where you're aiming, you know, right at one because you've got all out of control, but you just get a little too close and it will it will hit that handguard and then it makes your bike go off the opposite side of the trail. And it all happens so fast, you know, it's really hard to correct it. But with these, you know, even yesterday, 2 or 3 times yesterday, I hit the tree with the end of this handguard shield, and it flexed just enough to where it didn't throw me off on the opposite side of the trail. It didn't really cause any problem at all. And, you know, because they do have some flex. I mean, this stuff is brute. It's the same material they use for their skid plates, which is UHMW. They call it 1/4 inch thick. It's actually a little thicker than a quarter. It's like 7.2 millimeters, so it's very thick. But it does have some give, and which is exactly what I want. But I don't want it folding into my hand and crushing my hand. And it does not do that. You can see these beefy mounts have nice hardware, Torx hardware. So you can get them nice and snug. I've not had any problem whatsoever with these things rotating up or down. I have, you know, had a few little crashes, but nothing huge. But I've had enough to where with some handguards it would make the whole handguard rotate up. So you can see, it's nice and thick. It's not going to bend. Yeah, of course, there's always some situation. You go flying over the bars and flip your bike end over end numerous times. Well, maybe so, but typically this is not going to bend. I'm really impressed with them so far. The open-endedness, I've completely got over that. The downside is maybe you'll have a possibility of a little of damaging a lever easier than you would with a full wraparound. But even with full wraparounds, you can still break a lever in the right situation. So what I do recommend that you do is when you mount them, take some type of a straight edge, like this is just a file, and just hold it on the end of your bar, and make sure that this guard comes out to about the end of your handlebar. And that's going to vary according to where you put the beefy mount. So you can see I've got this mount all the way out against the grip. Then over here I've got it against the throttle housing. And on this side here, in order to get it where I wanted it, matching up with the end of the handlebar, I had to re-drill it. That's going to vary from bike to bike. And so you can see I put 2 new holes in there. No big deal. Maybe it doesn't look all that great, but it's very functional. And that way the sides match as far as sticking out to the end of the bar. But overall, guys, I got to give this product a really big thumbs up. It's actually kept me from crashing several times because, like I said, you snag a tree and it doesn't jerk your bar back and make you shoot off the opposite side of the trail. I hate when that happens, and we've all done it many times. So it kind of really stops that problem. Oh, well, that's if you're hitting the tree like in here somewhere and folding it. Now, of course, you're going to ram a tree over here. You're going to have the same problem as you would with any other handguard. So, don't spin what I'm saying here into something I'm not. Excellent product, easy to mount, reasonable price point. I don't know the price off the top of my head, but it's on our website, slavensracing.com. We have these in stock. They're also available. This is just a regular Pro Taper handlebar, which they have a 7/8 end. All bars are 7/8 on the end here. The fat bars are 1.25 inches in the center section, which is what these are. And flex bars are the same way, the Fastway flex bars, which are an excellent product. And we have guards, a different shield for those. It's actually a little bit longer and it hooks into the pivot point of the bar. So available for regular bars, fat bars, flex bars. I don't see why they wouldn't work on some of the carbon bars. Easy to install, reasonable price point, excellent protection. Will keep you from crashing if you snag a tree. Big thumbs up from me. So guys, that's all for now on this video. Please like us on Facebook and Instagram, subscribe to us on YouTube, give us a shout out once in a while, and throw us a bone when you can. And get out for some throttle therapy. That's all for now.